Before companies work with a business coach like myself, they're normally doing okay, but they're not normally doing amazingly. They're not in the fantastic territory just yet. And what I mean by doing just okay means that either the growth is static or slow. Occasionally it'll be in decline, but most of the time that's not the case. They'll have some team challenges. It might be they're struggling to recruit the right people, or the people that they do have aren't performing at the level they want them to. Maybe the culture just isn't kind of gelling, people aren't working well together. Could be that the profitability is a bit slow. They're making enough, but it's not magic yet. They might be, as business owners, actually working longer hours than is normal. They might be working 50, 60, even more hours than that. They might have to work on the evenings or the weekends. And whilst it's commonly accepted that that's the case, let's face it, no one really wants to work more hours than they absolutely have to achieve the results they want to. And all of that together can mean that those individuals are suffering from higher levels of stress or a poorer work-life balance than they want. And that's not because they're not putting their best efforts in, it's just what they've tried yet hasn't yet worked. And sometimes that can be a limit on objectivity or knowledge or skill, and that's really why, as a business coach, I get involved. So when I think about client results that actually inspire me as a coach, the ones that bring me the greatest joy are the ones that actually reduce client stress levels and give them an enjoyment boost in their life. Something improves for them at a material level. It might be more money to spend on the things that they want to have, more time to spend with the people they love or care about. It could be that they feel a pride in a more capable team or a better system. Overall, an improvement to work and life balance tends to be important. And overall, just, I guess, a greater confidence as business owners. Those are the things that really kind of drive me as an individual. So the first example that I'd like to share in the real world is about an accountancy practice owner who has actually managed to reduce his working hours from about 80 hours a week down to about 45, and at the same time has also improved the profitability of the company. Now, he's been able to do that because we've developed his team and his systems to become more efficient and more confident, more capable in what they're doing. And as a result, that extra time means he's spending time with his wife, with his young son, with actually going on holiday and enjoying life a bit more. And for me, that's a really massive change for that individual. So the second real world example that I would like to share with you is all about a family business that work in the manufacturing sector. And when we first started working together, it's a brother-sister team, the results that they have been achieving with their business and with their team have been a bit sluggish for a couple of years. Now, these guys are really bright in their industry. They are fantastic manufacturers and they understand what they produce really well, but they hadn't ever had any formal business training. So they were kind of learning as they go. With my support, we've updated their marketing approaches, their sales system, the way in which their team undertake those sales activities. And together we've achieved, for the first time in 30 years, a turnover of above £1 million per year. And at the same time, their net profit has grown substantially, both in percentage and pound value. Now, those improvements are actually meaning that those two business owners are now able to look to the future. They're able to reduce their hours a little bit, look strategically at where they want to go as a company, and they're no longer just ticking along, they're on the upward trend. As a coach, that brings me a huge amount of joy, and I'm really enjoying that process happening. As the coaches at UK Growth Coach, we do of course focus in on the numbers. We are professional business coaches, but our number one care is that the improvements we enable improve the lives of the people that we work with in some meaningful and positive way. That's what we're aiming for. And as an individual coach, that's what gets me up in the morning and gets me fired up to do what I do.